when he was riding the crest, the 20s, and he's still a delight today. He's here with us tonight, and now he's going to do on our stage the very first scene that he ever did in a motion picture. Tonight he's going to do it with Billy Gilbert.
As in the original, the molasses have been poured into the hat, then back again, without Buster realizing. The obvious delight of the live audience was an inspiration to Keaton. It took him back to his youth in vaudeville. Even though he was now well into his 50s, Keaton added a stunt not in the original film.
It was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun.
When Keaton started his own TV series, it was live. Then he was asked to do a second.
And he started on the second series, found out that we're going to do it just to a motion picture camera without an audience. And for some reason, this just cannot be done with this type of picture. And I wouldn't re-sign again. To commence with, I knew what I was up against, trying to make that weekly show and dig up new material. Well, it just can't be done. You can't dig it up that fast. And it isn't a case of how many writers you can hire. So I was contented to do nothing but guest shots from then on. Television meant that live audience.
In his television appearances, Eleanor was now his regular partner.
He was very precise, very mathematical in his work, and I had to be the same. Just like all other so-called leading ladies of his, I was just one more prop to be handled and thrown around and dumped on my head or whatever happened to be called for.
Eleanor went with Buster on two of his engagements at the Cirque Medrano in Paris.
The circus, like he imagined it, like an American circus, a big tent with 5,000 or 10,000 people in it. He was very scared. He thought of that. He was scared. But when he saw the place, he changed his mind, because my place was very small and Paris was 1,500 people.
The clowns in the show used to gather in the entranceway, in the shadows, watching him each night.
The clowns learned from Keaton, for in each of his acts, he directed them.
Oh, yes, he directed. He was quiet doing it, and he more or less get hold. He wouldn't, rather than talk, he'd come and get hold of you and put you where he wanted you. And then he'd do so. It was all get hold of you kind of a thing, and move me around, tell me where to walk and where to stand, what shoulder to stand behind.
Myself and the other clowns amazed. That's about the only thing that I can see.
In England, Keaton toured the music halls. He appeared with veterans of the great days like George Robey and Hetty King. The most famous veteran of all, Charles Chaplin, gave Keaton a role in his story of the English music halls, Limelight. It was the only time they appeared together. Paramount decided there was a movie in Keaton's life story.